Hello, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Bridget, and today I want to speak about how to convert your skill set into a business. Right, in this time that we're in, it is expedient that beyond just learning a craft, a skill, it is expedient that you also learn the business of that skill. That is how to convert your skill set into a business. And that's what I'll be speaking about in this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and also let me know your comments at the end of the conversation in the comment section below. So skill sets are they are list of things that you know how to do, right? And it could include either technical skills or non-technical skills. So technical skills are practical, teachable skills. They are practical things that you have to carry out, right? They are things that you need to be present physically, and they require that you do them hands-on, like your hands, you engage your hands, your physical faculties, right? An example is baking, sewing, driving, every form of artistic designing, right? In modern age, it could also include things that you have to do with maybe your PC or your phone. So skills that you learn with either your PC or your phone, like probably graphics designing, video editing, content creations, right? All of these things, they are skill sets. And it is expedient that beyond just the craft, beyond just knowing the how to do XYZ, it is expedient that you also know how to convert that same skill into a business. And the basis on which that can be done is on the basis of value. You need to present your skills or your skill set as something that is valuable, right? After you've learned the skills that you have, it is expedient that you now know the business or how to convert it into a business. And before you do that, there is need for you to first of all, as the individual, take stock of the things that you are doing, right? There's need for you to get a note and a pen, write down the things that you know how to do, right? What are the things that you can do practically? Even if maybe somebody wakes you up from sleep now and they ask you to come and do something, what are those things that you can easily do? So you need to write them down. So after writing them down, or the process of writing them down brings clarity to you, you are able to understand um clearly what you can do and the things that you cannot do, of course, right? So there's need for you to have clarity. And then the next thing is to now know who are the people that you can serve, right? So take for example now, you know how to take pictures. Who are the people that need your services? And enough of thinking far. Look around you. There should be somebody around you that needs your service at the moment. You can render it for free, right? Render your service for free. Explain to the person that, okay, I am into XYZ and I'm volunteering with you to do this so that I can know how to do it, just so I can progress, or um or I can be able to sharpen my craft, right? So, because when you consistently practice what you know how to do, you become better at it. So, if there's a platform where you get to consistently practice, I believe it should not be too hard to volunteer there and also learn, right? And then also there's need for you to now, after you have, of course, reached out to somebody, you are already volunteering, or you are intentionally developing yourself, using yourself as your model. Now, I am using photography as the example, right? If you know that, okay, you have a good phone, you can start with yourself. Start to take pictures of yourself or people around you, take pictures of them, and maybe start to download or install software that you can use to edit, and then start this thing like a step at a time, gradually. When you do this consistently, there's no way that at one point or the other you will not be able to, you will not become better. It's not possible, right? Because once you are able to consistently improve on yourself, you become better. After you have volunteered with somebody, right? The reason why you're volunteering is to have a track record, so that by the time you're meeting the next person, you have something to say that, okay, I've done this before, and these are some of my past experiences, right? So that's one of the importance of volunteering, even volunteering your craft. The next step after that is for you to now find your first, I want to call it your first official customer, right? So customers are basically people that can buy from you. It can be any member of your family can be your customers. So it doesn't have to be somebody that doesn't know you. It can be anybody, right? So for every craft that you do, after volunteering your skills somewhere, it is expedient that you now find your first customers. And the way to find your customer is by selling yourself. So you need to now learn how to sell what you do beyond just saying that, okay, I take pictures. There is a way you give people, there's a feeling you give people by explicitly telling them the value that they would get when you take a picture of them, right? So something like this, of course, nobody would hear that, okay, I'm going to take like the best picture of yourself that you've ever seen, and they don't want to give you a trial, especially because, of course, you're just starting. And then it's expedient that, you are just starting. Don't look for the big people. Look within you. There are people around you that can still trust you, right? So that is also something I believe that you can leverage on, the relationships that you have around. You can leverage on that to get at least a level of growth before you now proceed to the next phase. The next thing you need to do is now to learn basics of business, and that is buying and selling, right? Buying and selling doesn't necessarily mean you are selling a product. It could be a service that you are selling, that you are exchanging for reward. And now reward could be in terms of financial reward or any other form of rewards, right? So you need to learn how to buy and sell, right? Selling yourself and buying, I mean, getting customers, getting people to trust what you do, right? And some of the ways to practical things you can do when you want to buy and sell, like I said earlier, is for you to sell yourself, right? Convince people about what you do, so much so that they begin to feel one kind of way if they are not patronizing your brand. Do you get? So I believe that is something that you can explore as well. And then there is also need for you to now understand um profit maximization, right? The basics of buying and selling, that ensuring that you have your cost price, you have your profit margin. See, I believe that there's a level of encouragement that you get when from your first official customer you make a profit of, even if it's 1,000 naira, right? There's a level of encouragement that, oh, somebody can actually pay me this amount for doing this. Then if I develop myself, then somebody should pay me more. Do you get that kind of thing? Next thing you need to do is to learn basics of marketing, and that's advertising, promoting your business. Because of course, if you don't promote your business, I dare to say nobody will promote it for you, right? So you need to like now learn how to intentionally push yourself, promote yourself, speak about yourself, speak about what you do everywhere and anywhere, and then ensure that you are not just speaking empty words. When people come to actually experience what you do, they have similar testimonies, right? Not like you are just speaking vaguely about what you do and there's no substance attached to the craft that you are doing. Ensure that you are giving premium value for what you are doing. Give value such that when somebody comes to your place the first time, they want to come back again because of the value that you gave them the first time, because of the experience that they had the first time, right? You also want to learn how to use all this branding, how to brand your business, how to package your business or your craft. And then you also want to intentionally invest in yourself as well, right? You don't want to be a big business owner that people know your business, and when they meet you, you don't have substance, like you are shallow, you're like on the surface level, right? You also want to develop yourself. And some of the ways you can do that is by learning from people who has gone ahead of you, people that they have this experience. When you check stories of people that have gone ahead of you, you are better encouraged, right? Because you will see where they started from. You will see when some of them, when they were just saying, all I want is for you to patronize my brand. All I want is for you to just refer my business. But now they've grown, they've passed that stage because of the value that they've placed ahead of their brands over time. People easily come to them. So if you want people to come to you now, the best person that should encourage you or should speak to you, there are people that have gone ahead of you. And you can get some of these encouragement when you go to their personal, maybe their personal stories or books that they've written, or any information you can get from them, really, right? So you also want to leverage on that so that as you are progressing in the craft that you have learned or the business you are building, you are encouraged to not give up and to do better. So these are some of the things I thought to share with you. I hope you found them insightful. I hope you found them practical enough. Please also let me know if there's something you think that um, can be done when somebody wants to convert their craft into a business. Um, and I'll be glad to respond to the comment section, right? So thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.